Hey there, Clayton. Nice to see you on the stream this morning. Funkin' Mess Collections. And Sally Lloyd is here. Writing my script for my giveaway video. Oh, cool. All right. Like that. Breaks and stuff. Happy Thursday to you, too. Got a whole bunch of stuff we're going to talk about today after my History of Topps Baseball video series. I do have one small package for family mail call, and then I'll be talking about upcoming paid breaks and different things like that along the way. I brought the crew, Donald. You brought the crew. You have a crew there? Funkin' Mess Collections? Okay. How big's your crew? I'll jump in the stream in just a second here. I'm trying to get a few more notes made up. I think I'm almost have everything ready. I just wanted to jump on a little bit early here, and then I'll, after we're done the main thrust of our video for today, of course, Topps Baseball Card History, 1954 Topps set. We're going to be going over that set today, so it should be pretty cool. Almost ready here. I'm looking for one more thing, so I have all my notes handy and on standby. I will give a heads up for you guys that are in the stream already. Tomorrow morning, I'll be doing my Hall of Fame, going back through the years. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's 2002. But I only have one Hall of Famer to go over tomorrow, so it will be a short stream, because in the morning I will be getting ready and setting up. Well, I'm going to be setting up after I finish my stream here today for a garage sale I'm having. Setting up my mock sports card shop in my garage, and then having other garage sale items available outside. I was debating on whether canceling it or not, and this morning I kept an eye on the weather, and it looks like I'm going to have decent weather, because around this time of year in the fall for us, we start getting rainy season, so that tends to be a little bit wet around here, so you can't really do much. Even though I could do one in the dead of winter here, it just does get cold, and usually when I do my garage sales, it's inside the garage. That's the true meaning. If it's a yard sale, then you're out in the yard, but in Washington with all the wet weather, we pretty much do Funkin' Mess Collections, you're in Seattle. Well, you're not too far from me then. We should hook up one of these days. But so yeah, I'm gonna get ready to just do a little preview here and a little highlight and get things ready here. Let me see if I gotta readjust my camera here and stuff. All right, see if I can squeeze this in here and kind of get things. Here, I'll kind of do it this way, since pretty much for now you don't really need to see what's in the book yet. Let me see if I can scooch this over a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, I was just getting some notes and things ready. So just before our 10:30, when we get into our History of Topps Baseball Card set, I want to give you an update, just a quick update on the drawing, the 555 subscriber giveaway drawing, just so everybody knows what's going on. So now I got one new entry yesterday. It's for somebody that does not put up content on their channel, and that's a shout out to Gary Siegel. If you guys seen him in the stream, Gary Siegel, he likes watching our things that we do on our channels and stuff, but he is one of it. No, I'm just saying it's wet there. I'm in the backwoods of Pennsylvania. Okay, I didn't think you were out this way. I thought maybe you were out Seattle visiting or something. It's a good time of the year to visit out here, because the rains haven't fully showed up yet. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, don't forget to like this live. Thanks there, Don. Appreciate that. I'm going to search. I'm going in search of a chip, buddy. I guess across the pond you'd call it fries and sandwich. Oh, okay. Is it lunchtime for you there, Sally? That time of the day? That's no problem. If you get the fries. If you a search of a chip. Okay. If you get that search of a chip and you get that and you can come back in time, you might still see us streaming. Oh, Kevin's Card Collecting's here. Nice for having you jump on. Wow, this is early. I'm not even at my 10:30 mark and I already got 10 people in the stream. But just wanted to do a quick shout out to Gary Siegel. He sent me an email with his I should almost pull it up but it's on my phone. I don't really log into my email on my computer. Everything, I do all my emails on my phone, but he did do a really nice submission, so he is the latest entry. So now we do have 11 entries so far, and just a note of reminder, you're running out of time. The entries have to be submitted and in where I can see them on the comment section of the 555 subscriber giveaway announcement last Saturday. So go review that video if you do have any questions. If you do want to skip through the first part of the video where we do a little bit of talking and things like that, you can go to about the 16-minute mark on the video, and then you will see where things are at. I can take you with me. My mobile lives up to its name. All right there, Sally, so you can bring it with you while you're going to get your food there. I like that. Okay, so so we do have, I'll just go over real quick. We got True Seekers, Clayton Addison, Stetson, or the Sad Mariner fan, Tracy Norman, and Manuel Garcia. They are my Patreons. I have 6 Patreons in my Patreon channel so far. So they automatically get entries in. And Kevin Card Collecting actually is a Patreon, but he went above and beyond, and he created a video submission. I really appreciate that, Derek Kevin. And then, of course, we have Dearman 2019. He did a video submission. Spicy Bear did. And JT's Baseball Cards and Lefty Luke's channel. Okay, so those are my 11 submissions for my 555 subscriber giveaway. So I've got that announcement out of the way. And then after we go, it is 10:30 now here, I'm going to get ready to do my Topps history. My Topps history for the 1954 baseball cards. And then afterwards, I will go through and highlight the cards. And then after that, I'm going to, we got a family mail call. You could probably see it sitting right here. I'll just show it to you real quick. It's a small one. I believe this is a something I won off of Jonathan Hall's. Oh, that's right. Okay, that's the right address. I can show that. That's his business address where he does get mail. So that is Jonathan Hall. He sent me, I believe this was something I won in one of his contests. Okay, so I believe I know what that is, but I do like opening it. And yeah, you can, if you've been to Jonathan's channel, you can kind of, you know his logo there, Autistic Family Collectibles. So we're going to open that up for family mail call, and then I'll go into what's up and coming on my channel. Sure your bell notifications are on. Yes, thank you. Bobby Catalano, love your videos. Remember the greats. I like that. So Sally said, remember the great sports. Please don't mention the S word. I like that. We have to speak about getting followers, or as we put it around here, getting on the bus. It's not us, it's YouTube. I like that. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go into the history of the 1954 baseball card set. So let's go into 1954 for the baseball card set for that year. So if you looked at the won and lost records in the American League, there wasn't any difference between the St. Louis Browns of 1953 and the team they turned into, the Baltimore Orioles. Both had records of 54 victories and 100 defeats, although that figure enabled the Orioles to finish 7th, where the Browns had been 8th. But when you looked at the attendance figures, there was a tremendous difference. The Browns had drawn just under 300,000 people. The Orioles drew just over 1 million. That combined with the fact that Milwaukee, in its second year in the National League, had established a National League attendance record led to some predictable results. After 50 years with no franchise moves, the American League gave permission for the third in 3 years, this one following Philadelphia Athletics moving to Kansas City. As unthinkable as it might seem to imagine the American League with the A's and baseball without Connie Mack, the simple fact was that while 5 clubs in their leagues drew over 1 million and another more than 900,000, the A's had just managed to reach 300,000. Owning baseball clubs was risky, but not as risky as managing them. 8 new managers were named in 1954, and it is noteworthy that there were only 16 major league teams at that time. The manager who had no job worries was the linguist in charge of the New York Yankees. In winning 5 straight pennants, Casey Stengel's teams had never won 100 games. In the 4 years he had managed the American League All-Star team, they had never won. 1954 changed both things. Stengel was the winning manager of the 1954 All-Star game, and his Yankees won 103 games during the season. But 1954 brought another change. Stengel's Yankees didn't win the World Series or even the American League pennant. After 3 straight Subway Series, it became necessary to ride the New York Central between ballparks because the Cleveland Indians won 111 games, more than any team in the league's history, with 2 23-game winners, a 19-game winner, and a powerful hitting attack. They went into the World Series a strong favorite, but the odds makers had reckoned without James Lamar, Dusty Rhodes, was not a superstar, not even in 1954, but he was a phenomenon during the season. Rhodes had gotten 15 pinch hits, 2 of which were home runs, 1 a triple, and another a double, but 4 of them had meant victories for Leo DeRocha's team, and 3 others had tied up games the Giants had been losing. The Giants had hardly been carried to the pennant by Rhodes, who, despite a good year, appeared only in about half their games. They had 3 pitchers in the top 10 in both percentage and ERA, including Johnny Antonelli, who led the league in both. They also had leading hit maker Don Mueller and leading hitter and MVP in Willie Mays. But Dusty was Dusty. In games of the series, DeRocha sent Rhodes to the plate as a pinch hitter. In the 10th inning, with 2 men on and the score tied 2-2, the final score 5-2 in the second game, the Giants were trailing 1-0 with 2 men on. Again, Leo called on Rhodes to pinch hit. His single scored the tying run and moved the go-ahead run to third. That run scored on a fielder's choice. Rose stayed in the game and hit a home run in the 7th inning. Final score 3-1. In Game 3, the Giants, led by a run in the 3rd, loaded the bases. Pinch hitter Rhodes singled on the first pitch, scoring 2 runs. The Giants won 6-2. In Game 4, the Giants led 7-0 before the Indians scored and won 7-4. Cleveland, a powerful favorite, had been defeated on 4 straight. Rabbit Marinville, Pixie-ish infielder with several clubs, Bill Dickey, stylish Yankees catcher, and Bill Terry, first baseman and pennant-winning manager for the New York Giants, were elected to the Hall of Fame. So here's a highlight of the cards for this set. To highlight this 250 card set, Topps signed Ted Williams to a special contract. He appears on card 1 and card 250. Bowman planned to picture Williams on their 66, but never issued the card. 1954 had some Topps firsts, both a headshot and a full-length one on the front of the card, and an illustrated inside baseball feature on the back. The set included the rookie cards of Hall of Famers Hank Aaron, Ernie Banks, and Al Kaline, coaches Earl Combs and Heine Minush, also in the hall, were used by Topps for the first and only time. So there we have it. That's the breakdown of the history of the 1954 Topps. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. See if I missed anything late breaking here. Austin Farmers here. Remember the great sports. I like that. I like that channel number. Welcome, Father Son Cards 42. All right, yeah. So I see Don's taking care of me there as one of my moderators and stuff. Don't forget to support the channels that are here and that you might not have yet. Exactly. Let's sub each other, guys. I guess I can use that when I'm talking and stuff, so that's not as bad. But yeah, that's what I do when I go to the channels. I see who I haven't subbed to yet and try and get some more subscriptions myself by helping other channels out, especially ones that are getting close to their 1,000 mark. Check out Breaks and Stuff's channel. He's over 800 subs now, working his way up. Less than 200 to go, and he'll hit that 1,000 mark, and he'll be one of the top in our groups. That's pretty cool. And I just want to throw a shout out here. Keep chasing Donnie Baseball in your prayers. I know nothing's been said much in the channels unless there has been some chatter already, but I'm a Patreon member for his channel, and he's gone through some struggles right now. I wasn't aware fully of him having cancer. I knew he has MS, multiple sclerosis. So I know he does have that, and I guess he is battling cancer too, and he's gone through some struggles right now. So just keep in mind, that's why you haven't seen him on the channels in about a week. I guess he had just got home yesterday from the hospital. So keep chasing Donnie Baseball in your prayers. He said as soon as he gets well enough, he will be back on the channels. But just kind of wanted to throw that out there. So if you guys can just go to his channel and just leave him a message, let him know you're thinking about him, I'd appreciate that. As I watched him grow and watched him make his 1,000 tier. So he's part of our up-and-coming groups and stuff. So just wanted to throw that out there. So in our next step here, I'm going to turn the page here in my book, and we'll go, at least this is a smaller set, the 1954, as it stated in the history and stuff. So it's going to get a little bit shaky at first, guys, and then I'll have to get up and kind of highlight the cards in this set. So just bear with me as I get ready to take my tripod off here without losing the stream or pushing the wrong buttons, okay? So just bear with me a second here. There we go. I got it off the tripod. Kind of clips in case you're wondering how I have it. Here, I'll kind of show you what kind of tripod I use. There, you can kind of see it there. And it's easily removable when I'm in the right position on my stream. I can plug in my iPhone to keep the battery charged up. So I might have to do that when I get into the family mail call package and the other stuff I'm going to do. I'm doing okay. I'm at 45%, so we should be able to get through this set here. I got to hold it with the left on the side here. I'm going to kind of kneel on my chair here as we go through these cards. So there you go. There you have it. Ted Williams as the first card in the set, and he'll be featured on the last card of the set also. Again, the way they said they designed these, of course, you got your team logo back in the day for the Boston Red Sox there, and then you have the picture of them, and you see a full picture shot of some type of pose, and they did have signatures on these, so these are not autograph cards. Those didn't come where they did on-card autographs till much later in the years. So just going through these, we'll go through these cards one by one as I scroll through. If you find your favorite card, you can just pause the video. I will go frontwards and backwards just for the sake of time here. There's Jackie Robinson, Harvey Haddix, Bobby Young. You recognize this guy down here, Billy Martin, Preacher Rowe. Nice to know there was a preacher playing baseball. That's a cool name, Preacher Rowe. Phil Rizzuto. All right. You'll see some of the old-time favorites from back in the day. Probably any older people in here might recognize some of the names. This was before I was born. So, Jim Rivera, Duke Snider, Johnny Klippenstein. I can let go of the page there and hold the phone a little bit more steady here, hopefully. Whitey Ford. This is the fun part I like here. Capturing this in video for people to go back and look through these videos. If you do like these and you did miss the earlier ones, you can go back to my Thursday videos. And I will be putting the titles, what set we're doing, so you can maybe look for your favorite set through the years. There's Ray Murray, but Yogi Berra. I can kind of see the chat, but I'm trying to pay attention to the task at hand. There's Eddie Robinson. I just shout out sometimes some of the names that I've heard of through the year more than others. Larry Doby. Okay. Gotta turn the page here. At least don't have as many pages on these smaller sets until we get into the other years where there's 600-700 cards. Might see some players that you've heard of back in time there. I just do like the design of these cards, the way they put the team emblem in there, their name, their position, the team name. There's Willie Mays, Hal Rice, Ernie Banks, Joe Black. Gil Hodges. Jim Lemon. Here we go. Fourth page here. Hope you guys like when I do this format and just kind of share the cards with you so you can see what they look like. You've probably seen them. If you do look online, you see different people that show a lot of these old cards, but when you can actually see what the cards look like, one of these days I'll go through and show you a set that I have that was a reproduced set by Topps, and I'll go through those cards. It's similar to the sets in here. Let me go on to page 5 here. Looks like we have maybe this and 2 more pages to go after this, and then I'll go into the rest of our stream where I can talk to you more and pay attention to the chat a little bit more and get some input on some of the things I want to do up and coming on my channel. And just general chit chat. I don't mind taking time to chat and stuff. I knew this stream wouldn't be as long for the set because there's only 250 cards. A little bit smaller set that they produced in 1954. But I do like the way they did the layout. I think it's really good. Alright, I try and adjust it so I can see their names and stuff, because all the stuff I have on my screen on my phone here. I can see your chat going by, how many minutes were in the stream. My signal, how many frames per second I'm streaming at, to know if I have a good stream going on. That's why I don't really need to. Usually if the number starts going low, then I know I'm losing some stream. But usually by the time frame when I'm doing these, there's nobody else in the house with me, so nobody else is using the internet but me, which makes it kind of handy. I do kind of like that. That's why I like doing these morning streams. Sorry if I missed some players I didn't shout out. I'm trying to not go through it fast, but trying to keep my phone and hands as steady as I can to highlight the cards. I need one of those little devices that'll just, you can just roll it along and it'll go at a smooth pace, hold the phone steady. Don't worry, eventually you'll catch up to me and you'll be as old, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now that I'm old, I'm not old by no means. Alright, let's go ahead and change the page. Yep, this is our last page. It's almost full. I see Ted Williams in the bottom corner here. That means that's the end of the set. He was in card 1 and card 250. So we're going to go through these. The way this one ended, they did not leave a blank page in the book, basically. The page to the right of me goes into the history of the 1955 set. So I gotta be careful I don't give a spoiler alert here. Okay, I'm gonna kind of do this one a little bit differently. Go back here. Do this row, that way I can end going the other way down to 250 with the last Ted Williams in the set. So here we go, we're down to 247, 48 Al Smith, Wilmer Mizell, and there we have it, folks. Ted Williams, card number 250. Do a little zoom in there. You can see him. And I'll just give you a little spoiler alert here. There's our preview for 1955. 1955, which will be next week. So let me just put this back here on my tripod. Okay, bear with me as I snap it back in here. Okay, got that in there for now. Let me kind of scooch my book out of the way so I got a little bit more room on the break table. This is a big and heavy book, that's for sure. All right, let me put my sheet of paper in here to help remind me where we left off, and put this to the side of my table here. Hopefully everybody is doing well out there. Oh, what am I doing here? I gotta set this right here, get my phone lined up, get this all lined up. I got my notes here for what I want to talk to you about coming up after this. But we do have one order of business here next, of course. After I just look at the chat real quick and kind of catch up, my videos are not steady. I have some Ted Williams cards. Yeah, I do have a few Ted Williams cards. Here, I'll just... There you go, since somebody brought up Ted Williams, I'm going to pull out... okay, where are you at? Where are you hiding there? Oh, Williams, duh. I'm looking in the wrong section of my Hall of Fame box here. Oh boy, am I being silly. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'll just pull these out real quick because I don't have a whole lot of Ted Williams cards, but I do have a few. There's my little stack of Ted Williams cards, in case anybody was wondering. I just pulled that. I have my Hall of Fame separation packs here and stuff. I have different types of Ted Williams cards. I'll just go through a few of these real quick. I'll probably screen through pretty quick. So this is just a newer Cooperstown set. This is from the Panini product for 2013. And then, of course, we got this Ted Williams. It's not an original by any means. This one's a 1985 out of a 1985 top set. Reprint type cards. There's another Ted Williams from a Bowman. A Bowman here. Looks like 1993. Oh, this ain't Bowman. This is Ball Street News. It's a Ball Street News set. There's a Ted Williams from a Diamond King, Panini Diamond Kings this year. Okay. Then, of course, we got a Baseball Heroes Ted Williams subset. This set was 32 of 36. So I'm just going to go through these. You can see these real quick. This is, there you go. There's the Ted Williams you saw in the set we just did. No, this was not that set. This was 1953. This was last week's set. But this is not an original one. This is Topps Baseball, the Archives. This is a reprint of that series that they did back in the day. And this is the Grapefruit League Greats, Ted Williams. Another Ted Williams, the greatest streak, 84 consecutive games reaching base. That's just has Ted Williams on it, greatest moments in baseball. All right, this is from a score 1988. You can see this is one of those, you kind of click it and move it. There we go, Ted Williams, outfield. This is from the Burger's Best. I highlighted one of those cards the other day, but a 1984 set from Burger's Best. There's another one of the same, the 84, one of those there. Here's a different type of Ted Williams. You don't see, this is definitely and obviously a newer set there. This one I believe is, let's see if I can read this stuff. The print's always so small on these. It is a Topps product. It is a Topps product. There's another one of those reprints. That's a different set from, I think this one isn't too old. 2015, I believe. 2015 Topps. 1939 Rookie Sensation. That's a throwback card for sure. It's a bit one they threw together for a rookie sensation. That is 2015. There we go. So I'll just kind of go through some of these. You can see some of the newer ones. These aren't in any particular order. I haven't fully organized the different sets. This, of course, is from this year. Opening Day. Came out of the Opening Day set, 2019. So I do have, see, I have plenty of doubles sometimes of these. So I'll be giving some of these away up and coming in the near future. You might get some of these cards and stuff when I do send items in my Patreon packs for those that are on my Patreon. A couple of Ted Williams there. I thought this was a sharp card when I saw this. SP Legendary Cuts. All right. And then another one of those 1941 cards. But that's a highlight of the Ted Williams cards that I do have. Again, I don't PC Ted Williams, but through the years I've come across his cards, not the new ones, just old ones. But yeah, so we're going to open up my family mail call. Again, this is something I'm pretty sure I won from Jonathan H's channel in a drawing he had. All I had to do is respond and give him my address and stuff. So I did that, and without further ado, I'm going to open up this. Yeah, this is Nicky Lopez autograph card, Bowman Platinum. I think that's this year, isn't it? Yeah, it's 2019. So that is a cool card to have. Nicky Lopez, and it is serialized. You can see that up there. It is number 40 out of 50. Number 40 out of 50. Would have been cool if it's number 4. It looks like his number was number 4, but a 4-0 is pretty close. 40 out of 50, Bowman Platinum. You can see the back of the card there. So I'd like to give a shout out to Jonathan Hall, Jonathan H., with Autistic Family Collectibles. Give a shout out to his channel. If you're not subbed to him, sub to him. He's getting very, very close to 1,000 subs. I think he's like 960, I believe, the last time I checked, if I'm right. Somebody else might be able to update me if they've been to his channel recently. I think I looked at some of his videos yesterday, but I did not check that. So I will set that aside for now. Thank you, Jonathan H. Autistic Family Collectibles. Sorry, I'm just putting a date on here that I did receive this, which was yesterday, 9/4. Put that in my filing cabinet. Information on when I receive things from people. In case they ask me, I can tell them when I received it. So you're probably wondering what this mystery white sheet of paper is. Don't forget to watch Funkins live today at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Austin Farmer. He's at 1,016. Who's that? Is that Jonathan H? Is that 1,016? So he went over his 1,000 mark. That is so cool. He jumped up pretty quick there recently. Or maybe it was 980 when I saw him left. Jonathan H. Thanks there, Austin. Appreciate that. So Jonathan has made his 1,000 subscribers. Awesome. Triple B cards. Need to get back to work. Great live stream as always, Donald. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you very much, Triple B cards. As Breaks and Stuff says it. Later, TBC. All right. So without further ado, I'm just going to put in some shameless plugs. For my channel. As anybody knows, hold on a second. I gotta plug my phone in before I run out of battery here. Won't take but a second here. Let me just plug in so it doesn't zip down to 0 on me. All right, there we go. I like when it shows green on the battery that it's plugged in and getting energized. Don't worry, you don't have no problem with me not being energized on my channel. I do enjoy doing what I'm doing, and I appreciate all the support I can give. But viewership, of course, doesn't help pay the bills. So it's with some bit of sadness, not a whole bunch, but I may have to make a schedule to my stream times or when I do my breaks. Hope I don't have to, but the man upstairs is in charge of our lives, and he does take care of us. I see I have 12 people in this stream. I know probably most of you have heard this before. Yes, I do have appreciate that, Breaks and Stuff. I do have a Patreon page and an eBay store. And I know a lot of people can't buy things all the time. I understand that. I know Sally Lloyd has made a bid on my autographed memorabilia I have up here for my autographed rookie card and my first. Let's put it this way. This is my first autographed rookie card that I am putting up for auction, along with the one-of-a-kind Major League Baseball with my full signature, pristine signature on it, indicating the 555 subscriber giveaway. But we do have, so far, like I said, 11 people have submitted, so there will be at least 11 people. We'll see as of tonight how many new entries might come in before midnight tonight, my time. I will stay up until midnight because and then I will be getting up early in the morning to do a live stream tomorrow for our Hall of Fame Fridays. Our Hall of Fame Fridays, 2002 inductees. Pretty soon we'll be getting down into the 90s era of our Hall of Fame inductees. I'm getting more excited to get to those, as those will be some of the people that I grew up with, that should be showing up in the Hall of Fame years there. But that gives me until 8 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, for you. Okay, don't get it. Make sure that's Pacific Standard Time, right, Sally? Pacific Standard Time. So if you're doing Eastern, you still have a little bit more time, but I know I'm on Pacific Standard Time here for time zones. So that gives you a little bit more time. You can go until 8 a.m. Your time on Friday, because then it will be still Friday or still Thursday here. That's cool. But yeah, so just up and coming this next week, hopefully after my giveaway on Saturday, I will be preparing probably over this weekend to put some listings up on eBay. I can prepare the listings, and I don't have to process them and send them live until I'm ready to do so. So I'm going to prepare a couple, if not most, of my upcoming paid breaks that I'll be doing on my channel. I will be listing them on my eBay store, kind of like Jabs does, and the way Eric's Jabs family and The Past is Alive, Eric and John's channels, they list their items on eBay. And just as a note of caution, it will the first buy-ins will go to my Patreon customers. They will go to my Patreon patrons, since they are financially supporting me and helping me out along the way. I really appreciate that. But I'm going to go over the list of some of the breaks I have coming up. That's what's underneath here. So I'm going to lift this up here and just go over some of my my box breaks that are coming up. I could have did it up on a sheet of paper and had it displayed in front of you, but actually I did a pretty good job on writing these out. So I don't know, you want me to show you the sheet so you can see it while I'm reading over them, or what would you guys like me to do? You help me out in the channel. I want this to be a team effort here. You tell me how you'd like me to show it, if you just want me to read the breaks to you as far as what we'll be doing. And then as I get ready for them, I'll be going through and getting my checklist information so I can highlight the rookie cards that are in these boxes that I'll be doing, and different things like that. So just kind of curious as to which way you'd like me to do it. I'm open and game for either which way. Would not matter to me. Reading is fine to me. Okay, yeah, I know some of you guys just watch me or listen in the background, so I don't mind doing that. So here is some of our box breaks that I will be doing this coming fall. So it'll be all old card box era type stuff. I do have 2 newer boxes, but I'll be breaking those for personal breaks, just so I can share the cards with you and see if I can get some more cards from my PC. But down the road, anytime you see me open up new products, what I don't use for my PC goes into my team sorts. And so a way to do that is I do have listings on eBay where you can buy team bags that are sorted by teams, and these are not pre-bagged up. So if you do order something on my team listed variations, it's one listing that has all 30. I'm going to say this a weird way. Has all 31 baseball teams. Has all 31 baseball teams. You say there's only 30. Well, remember, I have quite a few cards for the Montreal Expos, and the Montreal Expos do not exist anymore. And then they became the Washington Nationals. So I do have 31 baseball teams, and I do have where if you want, you can get a mix and get one card from each baseball team if you want. But you'll see the different ways if you look in that listing on my eBay site. I do have those listed there. You can buy some of those from me if you do want, say 50 baseball cards. I think I've got them set up 50, and yeah, I think it's 50 cards per. But if you do order more than one, I do reduce the price. So just because of shipping and everything that's involved there, I feel I've put a fair price up there to just get cards of your team that you might collect, and maybe you want to see if you can get some cards you don't have in your selection. So You can tell me maybe if you want newer cards, older cards. I'll try and fulfill that the best I can. But usually I will just pick random cards from random sets and just throw them together in a team bag and ship them out to you. But for my box breaks coming up, now these first three are going to kind of catch you off guard because you know I'm probably about 98% on my channel is baseball. But I did go to a garage sale. If you have been on my streams, and I did buy 3 boxes of 1990 and 1991 Score product football. I got some football boxes I'll be breaking open. I know some of the people out there like the different sports. I know Breaks and stuff. He doesn't do just baseball only. He does do multi-sports. So I do have some football. I have a 1991 Score Series 2 box I'll be putting up for a break if people buy into that. And a 1991 Score Series 1 and 2. I'm going to do that as a joint break. And I'll have it listed as 1991. Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And both of those boxes will be in that break. So I'm going to do that way. And then I have 2 certified boxes by the Baseball Card Exchange. 1981 Donruss and 1982 Donruss. So we'll be looking for some of the good cards in there, especially in 82, with that being Cal Ripken Jr.'s rookie year. And then I have a 1991 Fleer box, a 1988 Score box, and then 1988 Topps. I've got 2 boxes of that. Oh, the 1989 Donruss, by the way, for Ken Griffey Jr. I have 3 boxes of that, and I do have another box coming in that I'm having one of them senior moments. I forget who bought it for me now. Paulie Junkwax. There we go. It surfaced in my archives in my brain. Paulie Junkwax. I was in somebody's channel the other day, and he was kind enough to buy me a 1989 Donruss. So when I do get that box in, that's going to be a personal box since he bought that for me. He wanted me to open it on the channel, and but that's not included. I've got the 3 boxes I already had that I'm going to open for you guys. I was going to save one of those boxes, but since I have a box coming in for me personally, that Paulie Junkwax and the person that is shipping it to me is going to send it to me. I'm giving them both a shout out when I open that box, and it'll be sponsored by them. So if anybody ever does want to send me a box, to sponsor a box and show, I can break it on the channel for you. For those that don't do YouTube videos, if you do want to send me a box of cards, I would be more than willing to shout you out as a sponsor for that, and would be just awesome to be able to do that for any channel member that wants to send me a box of cards and have me open it. Any type of era, any type of box you would want me to open, whether it's baseball, football, anything at all. If you go into my eBay channel, you'll see different products that I have listed up there. I do have, through the years, I have collected different types of collectible cards. So you're more than welcome to hit me up with anything, and I will share it on the channel. Even if I don't know much about the product, I will do some research before I do bust it open on the channel. But I'm more than willing to do that. So we do have a few people in the stream. Some people did leave. But yeah, I have 2 boxes of 1988 Topps. And I have 2 1990 boxes of Topps. I have 2 different types of boxes. So I have a 1990 Topps regular cards. And then I have a 1990 Topps Cello box that I will be opening. So hopefully you like that. I don't like again. I don't have a whole lot of box product. Let's see if I can put it on this side. See if it kind of holds it up. There you go. If you want to look at the list again, it's there in the stream, so you can look at my list I did go through. So I will be setting those up, and we will see how things go with the channel. I just wanted to grow and I'm trying to scream up to 1,000 as quick as I can. But I do need to have support to do that. And we'll see how things go. I do have something else in the works. I'll announce that when I know more as to what that fully entails. But I just enjoy doing this for you guys. I really appreciate it. I forgot to bring up my water. My throat's getting scratchy a little bit. But let me pan down there for a second, and then in just a minute here, we're getting close to my double nickels in time. I was kind of trying to make this a special type video, so I'm going to try and ramble on until we get to the 55-minute mark on the stream, and then I got to run off to my church and get some tables that I use for setting up my garage sale. After I do the drawing on Saturday morning. So again, my next two streams will be 6 a.m. sharp. They will be 6 a.m. sharp. I'll be doing my live stream tomorrow at 6 a.m. And we'll be getting in here between 6 and 6:30, let me say that. But I'll try and do it as close to 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as I can. So it will be a little bit earlier. Kevin, I don't know if you'll be off work yet by then, by 6 a.m. in the morning. I think you get home, you said, usually just in time so you can jump on my stream, so you might have to watch the recorded version tomorrow. But I'll be doing my stream early tomorrow because I do have my garage sale set from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. I did list it in the local newspaper. If there's anybody in my channel that's kind of local and you do want to come out and visit me, I would appreciate that. I know I have one up to the north of me. I'm trying to remember where they said they were up. I think Ferndale. I think one of my viewers in my channel is from Ferndale, Washington. And I know I have Stetson down south, the Sad Mariner fan. If he watches this, if he wants to venture up north here, you can hang out with me. I'll be in my garage sale for 2 days, Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I don't feel so bad now. I was in tears as I felt I'd upset him. Who was that? Oh, you talking about Dearman yesterday, maybe? Don't worry, I think I've got everything hashed out with them. His mom came home. She got off work early that day, and she came home. Is that who you're talking about there, Sally? At Triple B, I don't feel so bad now. Good afternoon, everyone. Did I miss something in the strat? It's all good. I don't know him. This was the first I've interacted with him. Ethan's Elvis Covers and More jumped in here. I haven't seen your entry yet, Ethan. I know you keep busy. I know you're heading off to school soon. But enter into my... let me turn my camera around here. Yeah, Ethan, thanks for jumping in here. Appreciate you stopping in, even if it's for just a couple minutes. I'm getting ready to end in about a minute here. But thanks for jumping in here. Ethan's, I need you to give me a video submission for my giveaway. If you can. If you can't, I understand. Just go through my last Saturday stream. Just got done with classes for the day. Oh, okay. So, yeah, you're at school, so you're probably busy. But that would be awesome if you could submit a quick entry. Since you're a loyal person, you jump in every once in a while when you can. And I know it'll be less now since you're back in school. But if you can, if you don't have time to do a video submission, Ethan, I'll make an exception for you if you can just go through and send me an email. Follow my rules and regulation if you get a chance to go through there. But if not, that's fine. The deadline's midnight tonight. I know that puts you in a spot because it's already, 2:15 for you back in New York. Or I don't know where you go to school for sure. No, it was the modding with Remember the Great Sports. Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't know for sure what you were talking about there. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. We're at the 55 minutes and 55 second mark here for my 555 subscriber giveaway. So this is Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran sports cards and collectibles, signing off for now and see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Bye now. Take care, guys.
nation's largest wireless networks. It's easy to switch. Activation is free, and if you like, you can even keep your phone and number. You'll also receive award-winning customer support. Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer